You are listening to News at 6 from the studios of Big Family Radio. Now the headlines. President Mahama has abolished e-levy, betting tax and emission tax. Dr. Baumia has also donated more than 3,000 bags of rice for Eid-el-Fitr. Napo has donated an amount of 50,000 Ghana cedis and 500 bags of cement to the Edum fire victims. Jaru has commissioned a 6-classroom block for Nyuaso Anglican Basic School. Somalia shocked by a man's claim of marrying a missing 8-year-old. Let's go for a quick commercial break, and when we are back, I would give you the headlines of the news, the details of the news. My name is Esther Kusia.
Admission. Are you looking for a computer institution with a serene atmosphere in equipping you with the ability to deepen your understanding and in-depth knowledge in computerization? Then the answer is Big Family Multimedia Institute. Our dedicated and experienced teachers are ready to provide personal attention, support, and help you bring your fusion to bear. We are located at Amasama Dobrogono, Upper Class Junction, and Santa Maria Family and Friend. For more information, contact 0555 20 80 56 0540 932 188. Website bfmnetworks.com. Email info@bfmnetwork.com. Other affiliates include Center for Trade, Big Family TV, Big Family News, Big Family Radio, Big Family Event, Big Family Multimedia Institute, KabaraInfo.com, Trustees, Okman Motors, Soko Mall, ABK TV Ghana. Enroll now and experience the difference.
You are all that matters.
President John Dramani Mahama has signed into a law of series of legislative bills transfer e-levy, betting tax, and emission tax. The move fulfills a key campaign promise of the National Democratic Congress (NDC) to ease the financial strain on Ghanaians. President Mahama's action follows the presentation of 8 tax-related bills to Parliament by Finance Minister Dr. Kaisa Latoforsen on March 13, 2025. President Mahama's action follows the bills proposed repealing and amending several tax policies, including the Electronic Transfer Levy Bill 2025 and the Emission Levy Bill, the Income Tax Amendment Bill 2025, and the Earmarked Funds Capping and Realignment Amendment Bill 2025. The e-levy, first introduced in 2022, imposed a 1% charge on electronic transactions such as mobile money, transfers, and online payments. It was widely unpopular among the public, with critics arguing that it disproportionately affected ordinary citizens and businesses. Similarly, the betting tax, which placed a 10% charge on gross gambling winnings, faced backlash from gaming industry stakeholders who viewed it as punitive. President Mahama's decision to abolish these taxes is in line with his 2024 campaign pledge to eliminate them within his first 120 days in office. This is a commitment we made to the people of Ghana, and today we have honored it, he stated, following the bill's assentment.
You are listening to Big Family Radio. Big Family Radio. Obiase Eye.
This is the Electronic Transfer Levy Repeal. That's the famous e-levy bill. I'll proceed to sign it. Okay, I've just given assent to the repeal of the famous e-levy bill. Now, this is the Income Tax Amendment Bill 2025 to remove withholding tax on winnings from lottery, betting, and games of chance. This is the betting tax repeal. And so, assent to it, second, 2025. So, betting tax is gone.
You are listening to Big Family Radio. Big Family Radio. Obiase Eye.
This emissions tax repeal bill.
Listen
So
to Big Family
Emissions
Radio.
Levy Repeal Act 2025. Emissions levy is gone. This is the earmark funds capping and realignment bill.
You are listening to
This is
Big
the bill
Family
that
Radio.
caps
Big
the
Family
Fund,
Radio.
the
Obiase
National Health
Eye.
Insurance Levy, and moves those resources into the consolidated fund. We promise that we'll take the capping off, we'll uncap them. And so this bill uncaps the Get Fund and the National Health Insurance Levy.
You are listening to Big Family Radio. Big Family Radio. Obiase Eye.
So the earmark funds capping and realignment amendment bill has been assented to. So it means Get Fund and NHIL will receive the full amount of their levies. Promises delivered.
Away from that story, dispatched more than 3,300 bags of rice across the country to support underprivileged Muslims in celebrating Eid al-Fitr. Dr. Baumia's generous donation covered all 16 regions and was distributed through regional representatives tasked with identifying individuals in their need of assistance. It's a day of feasting, and Muslims are encouraged to support one another to ensure that no one goes hungry on such a joyous occasion. Baumia's timely donation is expected to bring relief to many households that often struggle to afford even a basic meal on this significant day. The former vice president's total distribution amounted to 3,320 bags, with the Ashanti region, known for its large Muslim population, receiving the highest allocation of 480 bags, followed by Greater Accra and Eastern regions with 350 and 340 bags respectively. Dr. Baumia also presented bags of rice to the National Chief Imam to further support those in need within the Muslim community. Away from that story, urging unity in the face of adversity, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, the new Patriotic Party's NPP running mate in the 2024 elections, has called on victims of the Edum Blue Light fire in Kumasi to work together to rebuild the market. A major fire ripped through the Edum Blue Light section of the Central Business District on Friday, March 21st, 2025, leaving traders heartbroken as their businesses went up in flames. The fire, which began around 3 o'clock a.m., quickly engulfed the market, known for its bustling trade in electronics and clothing. Firefighters battled the blaze for hours, but the damage was extensive. The cause of the fire is currently under investigation, according to a spokesperson for the National Fire Service. In a show of solidarity, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh donated 50,000 Ghana cedi after the devastating fire. Dr. Opoku Prempeh further committed resources to the recovery, stating that 100,000 Ghana cedis would be allocated from the Menchia South MP's Common Fund, specifically for rebuilding the market. Addressing the traders, he called for unity and warned against internal conflict that could impede the reconstruction process. I know Dr. Mahamadou Baumia, the regional minister, Kennedy Ejapon, and others have
The same MP's Common Fund
with the scattercat. Ah, let's now find it. It's not my MP, my South Show. Said, let me say, and then it's 100,000 cities out. I'm in your own 5 day more. Let's say, they are, and if they were to that, they just to read it. Say, they are, will be to me. So, say, they are up to you. The unemployed politicians.
That's it.
Everybody. Can you say what can you say? Yeah, let's go to 50,000 Ghana cedis. Kasase cement. The sweat the new year there. Cement 500 baht.
No, that's it.
Next year, regional minister. Say, all who say, to be the people who pass the people who are so. Then I know more on the people who know. And I know more. The people who know, and I know more. Everybody here.
Moving on to other stories. In a move to enforce Ghanaian fishing laws, the Ministry of Fish Industrial Trawl vessels operating within Ghana's exclusive economic zone for repeated violations. The vessels, Mengzin 10, owned by NASA Company Limited, Florence 2, owned by Akrefi Fisheries, as well as Longxian 607 and Longxian 608, both owned by Wanumes Complex Company Limited, were found to have engaged in multiple illegal fishing practices, including unauthorized transshipment, dumping of fish, fishing in restricted zones, and harvesting of juvenile fish in contravention of the Fisheries Act 2002, Act 625, and the Fisheries Regulations 2010, LI 1968. The ministry's public relations unit explained that these illegal practices are devastating Ghana's marine ecosystem, undermining efforts at sustainable fisheries management, and jeopardizing the livelihoods of coastal fishing communities. Exercising the authority granted to the minister under Section 761 and 762 of the Fisheries Act to suspend licenses for repeated illegalities, the ministry has imposed a 12-month suspension on the licenses of the affected vessels, effective yesterday. Ghana's fisheries sector faces a persistent threat from overfishing and illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing, jeopardizing marine biodiversity, undermining artisanal fisheries livelihoods, and compromising national food security. Illegal transshipment, locally termed as cycle, is a key contributor to the problem, depleting crucial fish stocks and damaging marine governance, with Section 132 of Act 625 criminalizing illegal transshipment and Regulation 33(2) of LI 1968 forbidding transshipment between industrial vessels and canoes. The ministry's statements emphasize that these actions violate both domestic and international laws, hindering progress towards Sustainable Development Goal 14 on ocean conservation. Despite efforts to educate and engage with stakeholders and implement regulatory reforms, the ministry noted that some industrial fishing operators continue to act with impunity. The Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture reaffirmed its commitment to cracking down on illegal fishing activities, ensuring the protection of Ghana's marine resources through strict enforcement of fisheries laws. All fishing operators from large industrial vessels to small-scale artisanal fishermen, were warned to fully comply with the law or face severe consequences, including license suspensions, cancellations, and legal actions. The Ghana Medical Association, GMA, has called for an urgent meeting with the Minister of Health over the continued suspension of the vehicle importation tax waiver for medical doctors and dentists in the public sector. In a statement released on April 2nd, 2025, President Dr. Frank Srebo and General Secretary Dr. Richard Salome of the GMA voiced their concern over the extended delay in implementing the vehicle tax waiver. The policy, a component of the Conditions of Service Agreement signed on March 27, 2024, was slated to begin in July 2024. The GMA reports that due to the suspension, some members who imported vehicles under the agreement are unable to clear them from the port, potentially leading to confiscation. The Ghana Medical Association's statement referenced a previous communication to members on February 19, 2025, advising those planning to use the waiver to delay applications while implementation issues were resolved. Furthermore, on February 20, 2025, the GMA alerted the Minister of Health to the difficulties, specifically requesting urgent intervention for doctors whose vehicles remained stranded at the port. Despite engaging with stakeholders and receiving assurances from authorities, the Ghana Medical Association stated that no progress had been made in reinstating the waiver or releasing the vehicles. The National Executive Council has resolved to request an urgent meeting with the Minister of Health to address these challenges and ensure the reinstatement of the vehicle importation tax waiver, especially for members with vehicles still held at the ports, the statement concluded. Bonsu, Chidomhene, and a sub-chief of Brofuyedru in the Ashanti Region's Mampon municipality, has allegedly been killed by unidentified persons. Richard Nketia, assembly member of the Imprim electoral area, informed correspondent Nicholas Osei-Wusu that police are investigating the murder of the 48-year-old Chidomhene. While the motive is yet to be determined, initial reports suggest the victim was pulled from his vehicle, which displayed a temporary number plate, and shot at close range in the back of the head. Residents discovered the body of the Chidomhene in front of a blue Toyota Corolla on the outskirts of Imprim, near Asante Mampon, around 3:00 a.m. on Tuesday, April 1st, 2025. According to the assembly member, the chief was driving from Buenim towards Asante Mampon, traveling through Imprim when he was attacked and killed. Upon receiving news of the incident, Mr. Nketia rushed to the scene, where he found part of the road blocked in a pool of blood, wearing a mauve Lacoste t-shirt and black jean shorts. According to the assembly member, only the chief's mobile phone was missing, suggesting robbery was not the motive. Yao Techi, assembly member for the Krobo electoral area, which includes Brofuyedru in the Mampon municipality, told the media that the deceased family informed him Nana Osei-Bonsu had left Brofuyedru last Sunday after a visit, returning to his immediate family in Kumasi. Techi indicated that the extended family in Brofuyedru was under the impression that the deceased had returned to his wife in Kumasi. However, the wife reported that he had departed their residence in Kumasi on Monday, March 31st, en route to his hometown. It is believed the attack occurred while he was en route back to Brofuyedru. The Ashanti North Regional Police Command in Mampon has confirmed the murder to the media, adding that the 48-year-old sub-chief's body had been taken to the Mampon Government Hospital morgue for further investigation.
You are listening to Big Family Radio. Big Family Radio. Obiase eye.
Nana no act me toa nananom share toa oto nananom share na ba emimfo bi na ade ne nkwa na ye call aye mofu de hono na busuafie na wo fa ase ba ko edi nkita ho na ye busa ne se na so a potam mo ba bi kwa mo ba bi ana saa awrehosem esiye papa mo bo nya le tinimu na tiko hono mo na eno achi no erema no de nam ka de nam no nipa omudi ni bone no omo anyi ka no emfiri ne tem ni mo ba fo edane sika won botum edane nchen na chese awudie no na mo ka se mo ka mo to kwa kuku na mo akoye sa abone fo tem
you are listening to Big Family Radio. Big Family Radio.
Ono kwa ne kokro no so ne ka no obi anka ne ho.
You are listening to Big Family Radio. Big Family Radio. Obi ase eye.
Ye ko ye ho na chese ade se wono mo atimi adi na wusa ne mbobo afon wo no da ho wo ho ne sika se ne botum wo ho ka na ode na wo ho no mo
Big Family Radio. Big Family Radio. Obi ase eye.
Titire paase o mu kwa kodi na wu no na abo amanfo nyina nya se na sa bo ne fuse mi se de de ba nsa nti nye buziafo no bi di kuma se nya dia na amanfo atine nkwa afiri ne semu oni nipa ne bi wo how bi ana se mansu bi o mo twe no mo se bibia entisa na adwuma mo so o mo se kuma se magazine ho ba bi no ya adwuma no e kala na na adwuma ho ya no ho asa kwa no so ada se mfie na etwa Otashi graba bi so no wono mu ekuo tetire ne kuo no age ka ne place me no ebesi san pepeso yi enyahu omo amudi sa abone fo se sa kwa no so de se de me ka se ho ayu kakra amanfo stress aposifo no ebesi ma bo barrier bi won potem wono mo na ti ma bo anchi obi a.
You are listening to Big Family Radio. Big Family Radio. Obi ase eye.
Moving on to other stories. The new Chief Executive Officer, CEO of the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority, DVLA, Julius Nikwe Korte, known as Goro Boys, who hang around the various DVLA offices across the country, and Goro Boys. The government should integrate them into a regulated system to enhance efficiency and transparency in the licensing process. He explained that while not all informal operators could be integrated, a structured approach could clarify service charges and ensure fairness. Why not regularize their operations? He asked. We've been fighting them for years with the same results. Why not bring them on board? I'm not suggesting we employ everyone, but we need to integrate and regulate their activities. We can set limits on agent fees, similar to what the Ultra Center is doing, he explained. He continued and said, we will train them to eliminate unacceptable practices. There will be clearly defined roles and responsibilities, just like adding 100 Ghana cedis charge, of which 20 cedis goes to the DVLA and 80 Ghana cedis is retained by the Ultra Center. What's the difference between a Goro Boy and the Ultra Center's operation? He questioned. Think of Temahabo and Ghana airports. Goro Boys once operated there, but now they are agents. Are we going to force all these people back onto the streets? Why not regularize their activities? We've been fighting them for years without success. Why don't you bring them on board? I'm not saying I'm going to employ all of them. Bring them on board. Make sure we regularize what they do. Always use language, words to separate the rich from the poor, he said during the interview.
What I've been telling everyone, we fought these guys under Chairman Rollins. We fought them under His Excellency John Ejekun Kufuor. We fought them under His Excellency Prof. Evans. And now, are we still go to fight them? When I was doing my service in the year 2012, Mr. Mate, former regional manager at the 37 office, you will just go and bring police, arrest them. The next day, you will see them around. We'll go and bring police, Tema, arrest all of them. The next day, you see them around. The NPP implemented something we call the Ultra Center. And I asked the directors, what is the difference between the Ultra Center and a Guru Boy? We just use big English to discriminate between the rich and the poor. And that is what they did. Now, the Ultra Center of DVLA are supposed to provide service for DVLA and put extra charges. So you have your own office, you come to the DVLA, you have the own office structure, you come to the DVLA, you apply, I come and assess it, I let you run. Then you put extra 100 cedis charge on it. That extra 100 cedis charge, you give DVLA 20 cedis and then you take 80 cedis. Is that not the same thing that the Go Boy is doing? So I want to take a different approach to handle this issue. Fighting them always activities. Temaport, they were fighting them on.
Moving on to other story. A 36-year-old trader accused of setting her ex-lover's belongings on fire has been granted 30,000 Ghana cedis bail with 2 sureties by the Enchi District Magistrate Court. Ruth Atta, alias Amina, pleaded guilty with explanation to unlawful entry, causing damage and stealing. When the court presided over Mr. Lawrence Buano Bua gave Ruth the opportunity to offer her explanation. She gave her account of what happened, and after that, the court of Asante, prosecuting, told the court that the complainant, David Eni, alias Nana Atopa, is an Okada rider based in Ammonia in the Awin municipality. He said Ruth, who is a trader, also resided in the same community with the complainant. Prosecution said the complainant child, the accused family objected to their companionship, hence a divorce. He said on March 3rd, 2025, around 7:10 hours, while the complainant was attending a brother's wedding at Nyamia, he received a call from his friend Akwesi that the accused, who had previous on fire. Upon receiving the call, the complainant hastily returned home to discover that the accused had forcibly broken into his room. The prosecutor said when the complainant entered his room, he went straight to where he kept his 22,000 Ghana cedis, but the cash was no, including a 32-inch Hisense flat-screen television, a Binaton standing fan, Sony speakers, a master decoder, and a double-bed mattress. He said the accused also went to the kitchen to destroy items, including a container drum and other valuables at the cost of 27,019 Ghana cedis. Prosecution said after receiving the report, the police accompanied the complainant to the crime scene, where he guided them to the room that the accused had apparently set on fire and destroyed his belongings. According to General Sergeant Asante, during the inspection, a double bed mattress and some personal effects of the complainant were discovered to be partially burnt. He said when the accused was interrogated, she admitted a crime in her caution statement and was subsequently charged and arraigned for trial. Away from that story, a woman is in custody after allegedly abandoning her 4-day-old baby at the Zibila market, according to Boku West District Police. The suspect and her accomplice, who are siblings, were arrested in Kuloko, a suburb of the Binduru district in the Upper East region. The abandonment of an infant at the Zibila Market Square on Friday, March 28, 2025, led to a swift response. After being found near some shops, the baby was taken into police custody and transported to the Zibila District Hospital for a medical examination and care, with the assistance of the social welfare team. Acting on information, Zibila police raided Kuloko, a farming community in the Binduri district, on Tuesday, April 1st, 2025, and apprehended the suspect and her sister. Joseph Anaba, assembly member of the Kuloko electoral area, told the media that the suspect, arrested in connection with the baby abandonment, had conceived months earlier without knowing the father's identity.
As details, no, Mammy, no, as I yesterday, and police for admission here for Chino in Duli district. But for now, no, the details of the baby as to how many months, details. But Mammy, no, as a the villa area bi a free honom Teshi market ana obayewa edi abofra ko tu muram baby maami bi a woto nyoma wo honom nti mfikiri honom a ase ta baby no ayese omuye mpraku na ade emfa ne se muram baby eben ana maami ko ja abofra tu honom ana ojano port nti customer for a mobetwa ade o maami no ho eti se abofra no esu ewo ne store na achi ana ba kun ko hwe o hwe ya na abofra ida ho na osun ya nti immediately now
you are listening to Big Family Radio. Big Family Radio.
Obiase eye so ra no se abofra bi na ebe de wo container na achi nti bra ba hwe nti maami ko hu ya na bila
Obiase eye
ana mo ba ho no immediately convey the baby. And then they did investigation and handed her over to the Social Welfare Department of Boku West District. That is the Upper East region. So as of yesterday, police report through investigation and other inquiries, Mamino police report at Machina, Mamino Kasai, or police custody for investigation.
In the world of entertainment, students at Nuaso Anglican Basic School in the Eastern Region endured overcrowded and dilapidated classrooms, forcing them to attend school in shifts, years after a devastating storm destroyed their main classroom block, forcing students to learn in makeshift structures. A new chapter has begun for Nuaso Anglican Basic School, made possibly by a partnership between American rapper Ja Rule and the education-focused NGO Pencils of Promise. Ja Rule, the platinum-selling artist known for hits like Always on Time, teamed up with Pencils of Promise to address the critical classroom shortage at Nuaso Anglican Basic School. There is more than just textbooks and classrooms, expressing his belief that incorporating activities like sports and the arts is crucial for shaping well-rounded individuals. He articulated his vision saying, "This is not just about putting up buildings, it's about creating opportunities, education." While the project generated considerable excitement, its construction faced obstacles. Freeman Goba, country director of Pencils of Promise, explained that the school's challenging topography presented difficulties. Nevertheless, the team persevered, dedicated to completing the project. More than just a building, the new classroom block offers the students hope and a fresh start. Overjoyed and grateful, many expressed their appreciation for the proper learning environment it provides, allowing them to grow. While Ja Rule's positive impact on Ghanaian education is undeniable, fans are eager to know if he plans to perform in Ghana. The rapper remained reserved on the schedule. Ja Rule has empowered the students in Nuaso Anglican Basic School to look forward to uninterrupted learning. Perhaps Ja Rule will return for another performance, this time on a concert stage.
Pencils of Promise, my guy, Freeman. Liza, thank you so much. You've been great. This has been an amazing journey for me. It started maybe 3 years ago when I sat down at Pencils of Promise Gala, and me and my wife decided to embark on this journey and open up a beautiful 6-classroom block here in Owasso. This day is a testament to my career and what I've been able to accomplish in my career. I feel as though in life, when you accomplish things, this is the fulfillment of that. Paying it forward, paying it back. Ghana, Moasa. I want to thank my beautiful wife, Aisha. Love you, baby. I can't do this without her.
And Ghanaian international footballer Joseph Pencil is set to surprise fans with the release of his debut EP, emergency on April 4th, 2025. The 7-track project is a testament to Pencil's passion for music, which he has nurtured in his spare time, showcasing a new dimension to his talent beyond the football field. The emergency EP promises a diverse mix of genres, featuring tracks like Blessings, Nobody, Rejoice, Mona Lisa, Fine Like You, Higher, feat. Kweku Flake, and Merci Beaucoup, featuring Kweku Flake and Joe. Pencil, formerly known of KRC Gang, worked on his excitement about sharing his music. Pencil emphasized that while football remains his top priority, he hopes listeners enjoy the product of his passion project. Emergency isn't just music, it's Joseph Pencil's personality in sound, energetic, passionate, and real. As fans count down to the release, this EP is set to open an exciting new chapter, merging his love for football with his prolific musical talent. Somalia is reeling after an 8-year-old girl, missing for half a year, was located living with a man who stated he was her husband, prompting widespread condemnation. The girl was reported missing by her family in the semi-autonomous region of Puntland last September. Months after her disappearance, it was revealed that the girl's traditions related to Islam's prophet Muhammad and the Shafi's school of thought, which he claimed permitted child marriage. Despite the media pointing out opposition from numerous Somali Islamic scholars, Sheikh Mahmoud insisted he would not end the marriage. To end the news, the recap of the headlines. President Mahama has abolished A-levy, betting tax, and emission tax. Dr. Baumia has donated more than 3,000 bags of rice for Eid al-Fitr. Napo has donated an amount of 50,000 Ghana cedis and 500 bags of cement to the Edum fire victims. Jaru has commissioned a 6-classroom block for Nuaso Anglican Basic School. Somalia shocked by a man's claim of marrying a missing 8-year-old girl child. This news was brought to you by Big Family Multimedia Institute, BFM Store, Trustees Network, Center for Trade. You can also follow us live and also watch us live on BFM Network and ABK TV Ghana on Facebook.